During a long time, I didn't understand art at all. Looking at vanguard paintings, I could argue their cultural value forever. Back then, I thought this way because I wasn't ready to accept what I didn't understand. Some years later, I came across another opinion. It wasn't about history of art or the way you could interpret colors. It gave you another approach to perceiving it. This approach was the following. If a person doesn't understand something, it still has meaning. You just have to broaden your mind to see it. So, this was a turning point in my comprehension of art. There are people who just feel the world and they can intuitively decode messages hidden in paintings, music, or literature. And there are those who need some rational attitude first to nourish their artistic intuition. Often people withdraw from things they don't understand, and it's the reason that they can't accept something new. However, to understand art requires the same effort as the process of comprehending mathematical theory or learning another language. Thanks to this train of thoughts, I was lucky to open up this incredible and beautiful world of colors and lines. Now I'm on my way to the studio. September is quite cool this year. This time I don't only feel the cold of autumn, but also see it. The air has changed and it has become thin and lost its buoyancy. It's really difficult to explain with words, so I will show it. By the way, I shot this sequence while editing the video, and later you will see my painting with this cool and blue air. And this is the area where my studio is located. I've chosen this still life with the abundance of blue color. I love the flower because this white spot makes the still life sound like ice or even snow. Lately, I started painting on a larger paper. I found out that it's a perfect exercise because then it's easier to place the objects on a piece of paper of a less size. Of course, it takes more time and effort, but it improves your skills a lot. And when you do art, it's highly important to keep moving and not remain on the same spot. This is what I've got now, a pencil drawing. And now I have to cover it with watercolor. I think it'll take 2 or 3 days maybe. Well, now you see that I changed my clothes because it is another day when I'm in the studio working on this still life. You see that the main part of the work is done, and actually it took 2 days to finish this still life. The first day I made the pencil drawing and started working with watercolor, and the other day I finished. When I paint with watercolor, I feel as if I were a heroine of a fairy tale because this material creates an idyllic mood. Now I'm removing masking fluid with my fingers. First I decided to use it because I thought it would be a nice way to save white spots, but then my professor convinced me that a watercolor painting looks more vivid when you don't use any masking fluid, and I agree with him. Yay! now you see the result and you can hear how happy I am. Now, watercolor flowers look astonishing, and also I decided to paint this pattern on the jar, and I like everything here. This is what I promised you to show. You see, I've chosen this still life because it is really blue, just like the weather outside. Everything is so blue and cold. And now let's go and do some etching. I'll show you my embossing. And by the way, I'm all alone in the train. Wow! This origami is my embossing. It's like a signature of an artist. I use it this way. I put it under my etching and the paper has an origami printing. They say that an artist should always be hungry, but I completely disagree. And as far as I know, all my friends who do art also disagree. Today I have a recipe for a microwave. I'm pouring some honey. It'll make the pie nice and wet. It's so soft. This is what you can do in your microwave in 5 minutes only. Thank you for watching. My cat Fiona wishes you nice weekends. Stay tuned for the next video where I will paint tissue. Bye bye!